Hey guys, I'm Amy and you've landed on Belle Loves Bargains. That's my cow Effingham, and sometimes he co-hosts with me. He's got a lot to say. This channel is Dollar Tree and only Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1.25, people. So stick around, consider subscribing, and don't forget to give me that big thumbs up. And if you want to know more about the 4 uploads I do every week, just check out the description box for more information. Enjoy! Love, exciting and new. Come aboard, we're expecting you. And love, life's sweetest reward. Let it flow. It flows back to you. The Love Boat. Soon we'll be making another run. The Love Boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. And love won't hurt anyone. It's an open smile on a friendly shore. It's love. Welcome aboard. It's love. Something like that. Okay, guys, welcome to Belle's Bargains. My name is Amy. That was an awful rendition of The Love Boat because it starts out too low, it goes too high, and then we change the key somewhere in there just for the fun of it. Oh my gosh, who are you from The Love Boat? Let's see. I don't think I'm Julie. I'm definitely not Julie. Well, maybe. I don't know. I think I'm the captain. No, don't know. Okay, guys, I had to sing that song because today I'm bringing you some more nautical stuff, so let's go out to sea. Effingham, the Love Boat. Yes. The Love Boat. Soon we'll be making another run. You guys are going to be singing. Yes. You're going to be singing that all day. That's one of those stinking TV songs. All right, if you're new to the channel, stick around, hang out in my kitchen with us. We have so much fun here. And I do open every video with a song. And right now I'm doing TV themes. Somebody asked me to sing that. I don't remember now who. Sorry. And I'm rushing out. I've got to leave. And I was like, quick, I'm going to do my intro. So here I am, quick, doing my intro. All right, so let's see. I am so upset with my cats today because 2 of the crafts, you're telling on them right now. Effingham, I already know. You tried to moo them? Effingham tried to stop them, but they didn't listen. Well, Effingham, thank you. I know. Well, if you could get off the wall, but you can't. Okay, so they messed up 2 of my crafts. They literally broke one and pretty much destroyed the other one. Anyway, it is what it is. So I'm going to show them to you anyway. I took pictures of them before they broke them. So there's that. And like, what do? I have cats, so that stuff's going to happen. And I left them on my dining room table instead of putting them up. So it's kind of my fault. But really, they shouldn't be up there. So, all right, let's dive right in. First of all, if you are new to the channel, please consider sticking around, give me a thumbs up, and maybe subscribing. I don't know, that's totally up to you. But we do have fun here. We have a grand old time. And all of my subscribers I call my besties. And you know I love it when you guys come and sit in my kitchen with me and we chit-chat and we do crafts and we do shopping hauls. So 4 uploads every week. There's 2 craft, 1 shopping haul, holla for your dollar haul on Saturdays. And then we do bikinis and robes, flip-flops and beanies and robes, flip-flops and bikinis, snacks, we can't decide. It's a show that my husband and I do on Dollar Tree food reviews. Actually, it's more of a comedy show than anything, so you should really just watch it for that. Okay, so let's dive in, you guys. I'm so excited to show you one of my crafts because I rarely do a lot of painting on my crafts, and I love to paint. But it takes more time, and I usually do like more tedious painting, and so craft painting is a little bit different. But I really like what I did this week, so I'm gonna start with like the easiest craft I did. And my theme, what am I doing? My theme today, Effingham. I know, and you didn't say anything about the theme, and okay, you were gonna interrupt me, good. So the theme today is mermaids, the love boat. Were there ever any mermaids on an episode of The Love Boat? That's a good one. Did they ever, like, you know, have a dream about mermaids or anything? And who are you on The Love Boat? I am curious. How many of you are Gopher, the doc, the captain, Julie, and what was with the captain's daughter? Yeah, that was odd. But anyway, okay. So I'm going to show you the first one that was super easy. And when I hauled these, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with these. And I didn't put a picture in it. I should grab a photo. Never mind. I don't need to. So these are those chalkboard things that have a nautical theme around them. See? And I took the really cool mermaid stickers that they have and put them on here. And then one mermaid clothespin, because you can put a note, you could put a picture, you could chalkboard write on this. And then I took this color bead, which was from one of the Easter garlands. They had this color bead on the Easter garland, which is so ocean blue, isn't it? So anyway, so this was the first one I made. So stinking simple. This is incredibly simple, but I think it came out super, super cute. If you had like a little girl that was doing a mermaid room, so cute, so adorable. Okay, and then I guess I'll show you one of the ones that they completely ruined. Those little... They love, I don't know why cats love the artificial flowers from Dollar Tree, but they do. Like, I know I'm not the only one because I've seen other crafters talk about their cats wanting to eat the artificial flowers. I don't know what it is about them. Okay, but last week I did, I showed you guys the wreath. Was that on Tuesday? It might have just been the other day. I'm trying to put something back on this as I'm talking to you. The other day I did the wreath, and it was one that I got at a Dollar Tree Plus, and then I took off these starfish that were on it. Okay, I can't fix this because the cat destroyed it. Anyway, so it had these fake starfish on the wreath, and they were stark white. So in this video, I take these starfish and I paint them and I put them, but this one's falling out because the cats destroyed it, because the cats are eating. I was like, you little poop heads. So I was thinking, I think I've showed you, I know I've shown you guys this before, but these little grass things, literally, when you take, I'm gonna have to do it off camera because I can't pick it up and do it. But if you take like you can curl them, like curling ribbon. So I thought maybe I would just curl the ones that they've destroyed, or just cut them off. I don't know what to do. Anyway, they were just chomping on them, and then of course one of them got sick. That's what happens, little poop heads. So anyway, but let me just talk about this craft. I'm done talking about the stupid cats that I'm mad at. So this is one of the glass cylinders. These are the starfish that were from that wreath. I painted them with the sand paint that from the shoreline, the new colors that they put out for the shoreline in their acrylic paints. And then I took a furniture marker and just sort of dabbed them. It looks pretty good. And then inside of here is a notebook folder, a folder, like a plastic folder for note stuff in the jot aisle, but it was mermaid pattern. So I bought it and I was like, oh, I'm going to use that. Last year I bought it. They still have them though, I saw them. And so all this is, I took the folder, look, see there, you can see where it's in the backside. I cut it, you'll see in the video. I put it on here. I wrapped jute twine on the bottom. Then I took one, I undid my jute twine so that I just had one because I like the little wavies, so it's a little bit different on the top. I put the grass in it. I put my seashells in it. This seashell was up a little bit higher. They knocked it off its thing and I haven't glued it back. So I think this came out super cute, like a really cute little beach theme centerpiece or something like that. And this was so different because I just wanted to use that pattern on that notebook that was mermaid. So what do you guys think? I think this thing came out pretty dang stinking cute. And I used those seashells, which came out of, you know, the seashell, oh, the starfish, I'm sorry, that came off of that wreath that I bought at Dollar Tree Plus that I did for Easter, then I just redid it for Nautical. Okay, so did you hear that bang? These cats broke this. I'm just gonna show you, and then you're gonna have to look at the video and imagine. So this was really cute. I'm throwing pearls everywhere because there's pearls all in this. This was seashells with pearls, this coming all out of it. And there was a mermaid tail coming out of it. It was so cute. I'm so mad at him. So I can't even get the mermaid tail on there partially to show you because it's like completely busted. Maybe, oh, it was like this. So the mermaid tail was coming out of it. And it was all these pearls and all that. Can you guys sort of see? You're going to have to see in the pictures that I did. So I happen to have another mermaid tail, so maybe I'll do it. But I came home. This was on the floor. There was pearls everywhere because the pearls came off of it because they knocked it all off. But let me just talk about what I did. You'll see it in the video. I used tumbling blocks to build like a base on this and then put my seashells on it. And then I glued the mermaid tail on here. It was here. And then did tulle all in there and then glued the pearls. It was so pretty. And then where this was hung up, I just put pearls there. Imagine another pearl there, but of course it's all broken. I had to show you anyway. You'll see in the thing, and you guys are gonna be like, you have to fix it because it was so cool looking. Oh, yeah, I know. I was like, was it? Yeah. Oh, thanks, Effingham. It was Effingham's favorite craft this week. You heard the crash. Yeah, I don't know what would have been a big crash. And then I stepped on one of the little slivers of stuff afterwards. Barefoot, of course. Okay, forget it. It's over. They broke it. Nobody died. It is not the end of the world. So they ruined my grass on the one, and then they broke my mermaid tail. So let's go to the next mermaid thing. So this was a sign that had, I think it was a seahorse here, and it said, "Find me by the sea." Now, okay, this is how my mind thinks. Oh, and it didn't have beads on it. It did not have a bead thing, I don't think. Did it? No, I don't think it did. Because these are the beads from the nautical garlands. So I took those off and put them on here. Okay, it had a seahorse. So I was like, "Find me by the sea." It just seemed weird. And since I was doing a mermaid theme, this was it was on a sign that didn't look really well. You'll see in the video. So I take it off of that and I paint it. And I love how this came out. I absolutely love how this came out. Then I took paint and painted the sides because you know they always leave them unfinished and they look stupid. And then I put a mermaid on here. I really love how this came out. Find me by the sea. So you'll see in the video how I do this. And because it's that pressed wood, right? It really sinks, soaks into the wood, and I love how that comes out. So I sort of ombre'd her up. I'm into ombre right now. And then painted her lighter on the her tone places. I love this. I thought about like maybe using a little seashell and doing that, but I thought, no, I just kind of like it. It's almost like a silhouette, and I think it came out really good. And I love how her tail just sort of sticks off the end of the sign. So I think this was a really good upgrade. What they had on there was a cardboard seahorse. Yeah, and just this brought it up so much. And then the bead hanger. Okay, now my favorite one. So I have to give credit where credit is due. I was watching Megan from Crafty Quinn, because you know I have so little time, but I will sporadically, like on the way home from work, if Marcus is driving, I'll be watching one without sound usually because he'll be listening to something. So anyway, so I was watching her one day. I was like, that's such a good idea. So they have all these long signs at the Dollar Tree, right, that are seasonal. So there's one with a seashell, one with a starfish, one with a sailboat. I don't remember what they all are now. Okay, so I had one of each. Well, she did one using the mermaid tails, and I was like, that's so cool. It didn't do it exactly the same. If I think about it, I will link her video down below so you can go look at her. She's done some really good nautical crafts this season. And so I took it, but I did it a little bit different. I think I use a different sign than she does. So I don't think she uses a starfish. I use a starfish. But anyway, let me just show you where I went. And she puts a saying on hers, and I don't. This is strictly mermaid tails. All right, so this is it. But it's so cool. So let me just talk a little bit about what I did. All right, so I took two signs and I put them together. This is the stupidest looking seashell. Maybe if they didn't have that on it. But this looks like an alien with a great big poofy wig to me. I say that in the video. So I put two signs together so that I got the white behind the seashell, and I really liked that. Then it's just such a stark difference, right? This is blue. I've sort of rubbed it here so you can see that's the color that the sign was. So I whitewash it with sort of the turquoise. Can you see that? Giving it more of like an ocean color, like when you dive down into the ocean, you sort of see the streams of color. And then I took my 3 mermaid's tail, which they come in a pack of 3 all hanging together, and I painted them. So you'll see in the video what I do. By the way, I just put glue in there and sort of painted over it. You don't really notice it until I point it out to you that there's little holes there, so there's that. So what I did was I ombre them with paint. I ombre up, so I love that effect. Then I took a green, is it a metallic? No, it's just a green Crayola marker, and I outline all the lines that are already on it. Then I go over it with the gold metal marker. And do you see how that just gives it like the perfect sort of mermaid finish? I love my mermaid tails. I have to give this away to somebody because it's so cool. And I didn't put a saying on it or anything, but I have to give Megan credit. It was because I saw her put the mermaid tails on a long sign, and I was like, yeah, I love that. It just looks like a sliver of the ocean here with mermaids swimming through. So that's my favorite craft this week. Which one is yours? Effingham, I know. You loved the pretty seashell one. You might love the pretty seashell one. I know. Yes, bad kitties. Bad. Well, not that many. Maybe that many bads. It may be that many bads. You are correct. Did you say Boji led the whole thing? Boji. I should have known. Anyway, so my favorite. I hope you guys like them all. So it was my mermaid theme. We did our little like note thing or picture frame one. My broken seashell mermaid tail. It was so cool. The sign that says "Find me by the sea" just fell again. So I love this one as well. And then my mermaid tails. So you got 4 crafts this week. Which one? Oh, and then 5. What am I saying? 5 crafts this week, because then there's also the cool centerpiece with the starfish. So which one is your favorite? This is my favorite. I hope you guys love them too. All right, everybody. Now you can watch how I made these all. So everyone, have a great day, great week, a great life. And as always, from your singing crafty crafter, happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. The Love Boat. Soon will be none. What are the words? Does anybody know? I don't. It's set a course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. What are you looking at, honey? Marcus walks in and looks at me awkward as I'm singing The Love Boat. Do you remember that show, honey? Come say hello to the besties. They haven't seen you in so long. Say hi to them.
I do remember the Love Boat.
You remember the Love Boat? What was her name?
It was a station wagon that I had in high school that I put down the back seat.
Oh my God, get out of here. Get out of here. Bad Marcus, did you hear that? It's not, Effingham, it's not fun. Not funny. Okay, guys, enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for sticking around. We'll see you back here on Saturday for Holla for your dollar haul. Another big haul. Holla for your dollar haul. Holla for your dollar haul. Do you guys want to see more Nautical? Let me know. All right, tell me which one's your favorite after you watch the rest of the video. Thanks, you guys. Love you so much. We'll see you on Saturday. Toodles. this is a couple of galvanized seashells, clamshells, some towering blocks, a bunch of pearls, some white tulle, and a mermaid tail, which I broke. But when it's all done, I don't think you'll be able to tell. So sort of have it patched back together. Anyway, that's beside the point. All right, so basically I'm going to build a little open shell with pearls and stuff coming out of it and a mermaid tail. This project is a little tedious, but comes out really cool in the end, until my cats broke it. So first I'm just going to remove those strings because these were galvanized hangers. And all I'm doing with these tumbling blocks is like building a base between the two so that it stands up and I have a platform to put the mermaid tail on. So it just took a little bit of engineering because I wanted the clamshells to sort of lean out, the front one a little bit. So you can see I don't pile the tumbling blocks like directly on top of each other. It's slightly back so that I would get a fanned out look on those. And it worked great until the cats knocked it off the table. So I just continue to build the blocks on here and try and figure out what's the best way to get that to stand. So then I do a cross one, I think. I don't know. I was playing with it, trying to figure out the best way. I think I just kept building up almost like a pyramid. You can do it however you want. I did try so hard to find like something that was wood shaped from the Dollar Tree that would work. There wasn't anything that was the right size. They were all too big. So in the end, I just kept building and engineering. This did work though. It did work quite well. And once I got that all sort of figured out, I then built like a little platform for the tail to go on. I kept checking the tail because I wanted it to be high enough so that it would stick out appropriately at the top of the clamshells. So once I get these two together, then I build a little platform for the tail to sit on, and then I start decorating the inside of it. So here's where I just did a little platform just to get it up a little bit higher on that tail. Here I'm just supporting the side with it and then adding my pieces to stick that tail onto. There we go. So you can do this however you want. This just worked the best for me because this is all going to get hidden. Like you're not going to see any of this because I cover everything inside of here. And this is really a decorative piece just for this little nautical look. Okay, so there. Now I like where the tail goes. So now, nope, I guess I'm putting one more level. Holy buckets. I forgot how many. I made this like 2 weeks ago. So when I finally get it there, then I'm going to glue the tail down just to have it in place, and then I can decorate around it. Now I guess I'm putting one more stack of tumbling blocks. I should really have watched this before I started my voiceover, you guys, because I'm so wrong. But there really was, it was important to get it to the right height so that enough of the tail was sticking out above the clamshells. So it looks like the mermaid's diving into the clamshell. Okay, now we've got it. Look at that. So now I take the tooling, the white tooling, and I'm just like gluing it in around there because I'm using this as my base to cover up all of the wood pieces and then also as something to glue the pearls down to. And now it's just a matter of gluing pearls all over this thing. And I end up using white pearls and then the sort of teal colored pearls. It looks so pretty. I am going to fix the one that I made that the cats broke because I want to give it to somebody. And I'm going to use a different colored tail unless I can find another teal tail when I'm out shopping at Dollar Tree. So the rest of this is just building up that platform of pearls. But you'll notice as I do them, I want the pearls to sort of be spilling out from the clamshells. So I just kind of did like a base of pearls along the bottom of the clamshell there and just sort of piled on top of them so that I could have it sort of spilling out. This does look really cool.
And such a pretty little thing to give like a little girl who loves mermaids. And then where the holes were on the clamshells, I glued pearls, which looked totally fine. Look at that. Oh, I think it's so cute. I hope you guys like this too. Fun project. A little tedious, but really, really, really fun.
I'm gonna make a sign, so we'll do something unconventional. These two signs, right? This one and this one. I don't like the seashell. It looks like some alien wig, and those are alien eyes. And I can't see past that. So, but what I do like is when I put this on top, and then I have the white back there for the starfish, and I actually really like that. So I thought, well, I'm just gonna go with that. And then there's these mermaid tails. Actually, I'm stealing this idea from Megan at Crafty Quinn because she did this, but obviously I'm going to put my own spin on it. And I'm going to put the mermaid tails on here. So, and probably some other stuff, I just don't know what yet. But I want to ombre the mermaid tails. So I am going to use these, do an ombre on the tails, and then I'm going to Mod Podge possibly on some glitter or just use a metallic marker afterwards to put some detail on them. Okay? Yeah. Let's get started.
One of my favorite things to do in crafting is paint. These three mermaid tails are actually really cute all together. Like they're hanging, except it looks like hanging fish. Like, did you catch three mermaids and hang the tails? Anyway, so I'm just going to use those colors and really ombre this up. And it's so easy to ombre. You just start with your darker and work your way up, and then you just sort of blend them in. And it's super easy. Look at that, like it's basically ombre right there. Yeah. I paint all the sides, of course, because lay it down and then you're gonna see that side. And this just is really personal choice, like how much of it, how ombre do you want it, and so on and so forth. But they all came out pretty even. I was kind of surprised in the end. It worked very well. They all looked about the same amount of ombre. One of the tricks to doing it, though, is to add more of your light at the top and blend it down. I blend my dark up and my light down on this particular project, if you understand what I mean by that. So, and I'm just mixing the paint colors, right? So I keep my original little pile of paint colors and then mix them. Alright, so I just took the ties off. Now here, though, when I glued the two of them together, the holes for my tie is gone. So you'll notice I glued on a hanger, I should say, at the end. Alright, so this is just where I'm taking all those same colors and whitewashing sort of this board, and then using some of those colors to paint the sides of the sign, because I'm always painting the sides of their signs. I tell you guys that all the time. And this color, on this blue that the sign is, when you sort of whitewash on these colors, it really does look very ocean-like. So I'm just going to glue the two sides together, and now I'm going to have to paint the sides again, because I've got to paint the side of the right one. Anyway, this also sort of left a like chalky feel on the sign. So I guess if it was something that you were going to hang somewhere, like in a bathroom or anything like that, I would probably say put Mod Podge over the top of it, because it would need it to seal it in. And then I glued my mermaid tails on, and took that's the Crayola, I think it's metallic green. I love these, they sell them at the Dollar Tree, obviously. And I just followed all the outlines of the mermaid tails, right? All the sort of burned in lines that they had. So this was super easy because it was already there for us, right? So just filled it in. And it's so fun to just watch those tails pop when I do that. And then the gold metallic marker from Dollar Tree. These are the Crayolas in the Jot section, the gold metallic ones in the Crafter Square section. Well, I guess we got a little shot there. Oh, sorry guys. When I'm coloring and stuff, it's hard because you want to lean into your project, or painting I should say. And then just knotted an end and glued it on there, because like I said, the hanger holes didn't go through the second sign because I had it reversed, right? but it's fine. It hangs up fine. I just hot glued these down, and because you already had the little recession of where the hanger went through before, it's a nice little pocket for getting the hot glue into and holding it. Anyway, and I liked this look, so sort of the heavier nautical twine to hang it up with. I think this came out really cool. Hope you guys like it too.
Okay, so I have one of these chalkboard squares. When I bought it, I couldn't figure out what to do with it, but I've come up with something. So I'm going to add a little mermaid stuff to it and a little clip, and it's going to be like a little picture frame, I think is what I'm going to go for. Easy.
This one is about as easy as they come. Let's remove some stickers and stick them on there. But these stickers are really beautiful, so I just love the way that it looked. And just sort of halfway into the chalky part and then into the, onto the metal part of it. And then one little mermaid clip. Like I said, you can put a note on it, you could put a picture in it, there's multiple uses for it. So I think this one's really cute. And then taking off that twine on one side and then popping the beads on it. And I did, again, a little dab of hot glue on the end of your twine, keeps it all together, and then it feeds through the beads easier. So I think this came out really cute. I was trying to decide if I needed to put any more stickers, but I didn't. I hope you guys like this one too. This one is so easy, but really cute.
I have these two signs, so I really like this one, but I want to make it mermaid instead of seahorse. So I've taken the mermaid off of this sign, throwing that to the side, and I'm going to add the mermaid onto this one. But I'm going to flip her around and clean her up a little bit and put her on here.
So see how that seahorse is like cardboard? The colors of it were nice, but it just, in real life, it's kind of cardboardish. So I took, that was the white shoe polish, and I just did that over the sign where I'd ripped off the seahorse in case any little bits showed through, it would be white underneath there. Then I turned her around and I started ombreing her. And I'm concentrating on the tail, right? Because the tail is going to be a different color than her human skin part. And then on the human part, I used sort of that sand color in those shoreline acrylic paint colors. And just continually dabbing the glue on and working my way up. Because it soaks it in. Because this is like cardboard, so it really soaks it in. But in the end, I kind of like the look because it's very muted. And it just looked really good. So then just taking some of that paint, and now I'm going to just bring the tone down on that blue that the sign is painted slightly. And paint the sides, of course. And it's super bright there, right? But again, it soaks into this pressed board that they use. And then you end up with a great, fantastic color. It sort of just color tones it. And this really, really looks good. I like how this ended up looking here. Just a little bit of sanding just to distress it slightly. And then taking the lines that are in the sign, and that is a pencil, but look at how it makes those lines pop. It's so simple. That's the easiest little trick. Then I sort of use the eraser side and just to tone down those lines just a little bit. But doesn't that just pop those plank lines, basically? It looks so good. It makes such a difference. And then just kept working on my mermaid to get her to the right hue that I wanted of the color, and glue her down. And then I switched out the beads on the top as well. So it's on there right now are the little round beads, and I wanted just a heavier bead on there. So use the beads that came off of the nautical twine. So they're square, and because the sign was square, I just thought they looked better. I don't know. And I added more, so there was more of the beads on top than what they had. And then glue her, just glue her down, and voila, it's done. I love the way this came out. I'm just trying to tie that beads off. Hope you guys like it too. It's so much better than it was.
This one is a glass vase. So just a regular, one of their cylinder glass vases. This is a school folder, a pocket folder. But of course, it's got a Mermaid print on it. So, just determined, I'm like, I know I can make something using that. And then some grasses. Just, what are they called? Onion grass. And these 3 starfish, which are styrofoam, and came off of a wreath that I bought at Dollar Tree Plus. And I just thought they looked kind of funny. But I'm going to try and paint them and use them in a floral with the onion grass. But this is the base. And then I'll probably use some jute twine as well. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think I will. Okay. Yeah, let's just get started.
This notebook thing was just slightly too short when you wrapped around on the inside and the holes show. So I just cut it down to size, right? Pulled all the purple stuff off of there. So I had the nice flat mermaid tail pattern, and then was wrapping it around inside and realized that the holes were going to show. So I cut it in half and then laid it over it, matched up the pattern, skewered that a little bit and cut it off, and then taped it on so that the holes weren't so obvious. You still can see them, but it's the back of the vase, right? I just scotch taped these on because I'm not going to put anything in this vase other than the sticks of the onion grass. So put that inside of there, and then marked to cut it on the top because it's too tall. So I used I cut off the darker part of it, and then just took a little bit of jute twine and we'll wrap the bottom of it, I think like 3 or 4 times. Cut that off, and then on the very top I used a single strand of that jute twine, right? I unraveled some of it so that it has this really curly effect on it. So it's not exactly the same as the bottom, giving it a little bit better dimension. It's different, so it doesn't look exactly the same. And then cut those off and just really floofed out my onion grass. And then start painting these. So I used that sand color from the Shoreline Colors and just painted those starfish up, let them dry. And then just used a furniture marker to dab on some of the color on them so that they would look more like a starfish, giving them some dimension. Super easy. I use furniture markers for everything done, you guys. It's my favorite tool. And then I always like to take my finger and sort of wipe it, just so to smooth out the sharpness of the color on it, and it works perfectly. And then I just go to put these on, and I decided, at first I thought I was going to put all 3 of them into the arrangement, which is just 2 sprigs of sea onion grass. But then I end up gluing one on the front of the vase, and I really liked how that came out. And the other 2 I just put in there amongst the grass, and then the cats ate it. But this is kind of cute. These would make great centerpieces and unconventional using that notebook, right? Hope you guys like these. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments down below. And who are you from the Love Boat cast? Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you back here on Saturday for Holla, for your dollar haul, and maybe another giveaway. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy.